Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Clock Sports, man. You know what it is, man. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna talk about this topic right here. Let's go.
This is getting interesting. LeBron James posting this slow motion video of him dunking the basketball. And check out the caption. How long will you be taken for granted? Keep going, kids. LeBron and the Lakers 0-4 to start this season. Hi, Shannon. Give us a deep dive here. What does this mean?
Look, I don't spend a whole lot of time trying to come up with an explanation for what he's trying to post or what he means by his post. I do think sometimes that when great players play for an extended period of time, we take their greatness for granted. I don't take LeBron James playing 20 years for granted. I'm not impressed. I mean, I guess I am somewhat impressed by LeBron James playing 20 years, Tom Brady playing 23 years.
What do you mean they take him for granted, LeShannon? What do you mean? LeBron got to the Lakers. He got all the help that he needed. He had all these young guys plus picks. The Lakers had accumulate picks and a bunch of young guys. You know, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, Lonzo, Julius Randle, so forth and so on. These niggas LeBron trade all of them for AD plus pick. Then they won a championship. Then he traded the team that won the championship less than 2 years. Less than 2 years, he traded the whole team that won the championship to get Russell Westbrook. Bro, the last 3 years of Kobe Bryant in LA, I don't know if people remember. I'm not a Kobe fan at all. Kobe Bryant did not get that much help that LeBron got, bro. Kobe Bryant did not get, bro, they didn't even believe in Kobe. They didn't believe, it was so bad, didn't believe in Kobe. They even asked Kobe, hey, man, if you want to get traded somewhere to win a championship, we'll be cool with that. Kobe was like, no, man, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna retire as a Laker. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all it's all about. Retire as a Laker. But this man right here got all the help in the book. You want an AD? They're moving needle for ever since you got on that team. Whatever you want, you got. You want all your clutch client to be with you on the court. They allowed it. You want AD? They gave you AD. You want Russ? They gave you Russ. So what do you mean they're taking you for granted? Like, the type of help they giving LeBron, they have never gave Kobe their help, bro. Bro, Kobe wanted Chris Paul, they shut that down. The league shut that down. They didn't even pair Kobe up with somebody in his last 3 years, bro. When he came from the Achilles tear, Kobe didn't get no help. And I'm not a Kobe fan. I'm not trying to defend Kobe, bro. But the notion that they're taking LeBron for granted. How the hell they taking you for granted? Whatever you want, you got. Now you want them to move the 2027 and the 2029 picks for you? No, I'm not. If I'm the Lakers, like I said, I'm not moving those picks, because this is what the Lakers did not do their homework. When LeBron get in your team, he gonna suck you dry, and then he leave. He leave you with a mess. Right now, look at Cleveland. Cleveland is prospering. To me, I think Cleveland is top 4 in the East. I think Cleveland can be a top 4 contender in the East. I mean, you got the Bucks, you got Celtics, Miami, and I'll put Cleveland in there as a young team. I feel like this year, Cleveland, not only Cleveland gonna go, I feel like with the help of Spidey, they're going to the playoff for sure. I don't know if they're gonna go past first round. It's all depending on the seed and who they face. They can surprise me. But let's just go back to LeBron, man. Like, LeBron, stop the cap, bro. All the help you needed, you got. You want Montreal's L. They gave it to you. You wanted Marc Gasol. They gave it to you. You want Dwight Howard, Carmelo. All the help you want, you got. Because last time I checked, people want to blame Rob Pelinka for this roster. Guess what? AD came out and said when he first got to the team, he said every single time the Lakers make a move, they contact LeBron. The LeBron okay of it, and he okays it. So don't give me the excuses. They're taking you for granted. There ain't nobody taking you for you. Ain't nobody. You taking the league for the granted. You taking the Lakers for granted because right now the Lakers gave you everything. Everything. You trade everything the Lakers got. Thus far, the Lakers only got like 2 picks. They hold on to the 2027 and the 2029. If I'm the Lakers, I'll hold on to that picks because you don't know. You don't know. Because once this dude gone, bro, it took Cleveland 4 to 5 years to recover. Miami, the same thing.
I'm very impressed with how well they're playing at that long period of time, Skip. Because you could do a job for an extended period of time and not be very good at it. They happen to be great at what they're doing for a very, very long period of time. And this is an anomaly. We don't normally see players. Yeah, there have been players that played 20 plus years in the NBA, but none of them have played at this level with LeBron. Yeah, there have been a couple of players that played last 20 years, 20 plus years, but they're normally kickers or they don't play at the level that Tom Brady.
Listen, what level is he playing, Shannon? He'd go out there shot jacking and taking an L every single time. He 0-4. They're 0-4. And he put this roster together. So what is it the level that he playing that is so unbelievable? I mean, last year he dropped 30. These points, he's just like KD, y'all. Those niggas' points don't mean nothing. And the reason why they can score at a high level is because of the NBA right now. Nobody believe on defense. It's easy. The way the court is spread, it's easy to score. Once you pass your man, you end up you literally free range to the basket. But if you go to Euro League, African League, China League, you think he can score 30? Get the fuck out of here. He won't be able to score that much point over those leagues. You want to know why? Because there's 2 guys in the paint. They still playing the 90s basketball in those leagues. You got a guy in the paint, the center, and then you got your forward in the paint waiting. They still playing old school basketball. That's why guys like Luka, guys like Giannis, Nurkic, Joker, they all said it's easy to score in the NBA compared to the Euro League. They all said it, not me. Not me said it. They said it. Giannis came out last summer. He just said it's easy to score in the NBA compared to Euro League. While he was playing for the Greece.
Is celebrated. So that's what's most impressive. Yeah, it's somewhat impressive that you play, especially a professional sport, that long, because we know age and all of a sudden your lateral quickness and things like that, you're not the same player you were when you came into the league. But I just think the thing is LeBron is missing is, bro, you're 0-4. People not going to give you credit. Like, okay, we take you for granted, but what do we...
What credit? What credit? You losing. The only game that you were closer to win was against Portland. You blew that up. You blew your assignment on D. You blew that game up, and you shoot 2 air balls. The last game you played, you had 8 turnovers. What granted we did? I know what it is. Y'all, I just figured this thing out. Now, you guys know if Russell Westbrook had played, they wouldn't have cooked LeBron. All the blame and the criticism would have went to Russell Westbrook. Now, since Russell Westbrook didn't play, LeBron played like shit, Stan. Now, he can't take all the criticism because Russ was getting cooked, y'all, by these two fools right here. Russ was getting cooked on a daily basis by these two buffoons right here. By the two butt-dancing African booty scratchers right here. They were getting cooked every single day. Now, the blame's got to go to LeBron. So he can't take it. See? That's why in the press conference he's talking about, oh, we need Russ. We need Russ. Yeah, you need Russ so you don't get blamed. Because I promise you, Russ had 2 games right now. He had no turnovers. These two fools can't blame Russ for the losses. Meanwhile, LeBron had 4 turnovers, 5 turnovers, 8 turnovers the last game.
Take it for granted. If you were
Shoot 2 air balls too from the logo.
2-2, maybe you're 3-1, maybe people will look at it different. You're 0-4. I don't even know if you come close to winning 1 game. You came close to beating Portland. And you should have won that ball game. But other than that, that's the only thing that I can think of. I do think that because LeBron James has done it for so long, he can't shoot the 3 like Steph. He doesn't have the pizzazz like a Jordan or Kobe, but he's just consistent. He's just put the ball in the basket as good, if not better than anybody in the history of the game for 20 years. And we take that for granted because it's kind of like Mahomes. Mahomes gets so much credit because what? It's the flair. Brady doesn't get nearly the credit for throwing the football because it's just, I'm going to drop back, I'm going to throw the ball over the top. No, I'm not going to sidearm. No, I'm not going to change platforms. No, I can't roll left and throw the ball 60 yards down the field. I can't do any of that. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. People like pizzazz now. People like the and one move. People like the highlight, like he's in his bag. Very few times have you heard someone say LeBron is in his bag. You know, I say he's in his bag.
I mean, if you look at all these players that be in their bag, like, you know, KD he's apparently supposed to have a big bag. What that mean? Like, it just mean that you can shoot the ball here, you can shoot the ball there, but there's a lot of players in the past who used to be in the bag. George Gervin used to be in his bag. Dr. J. You know, people don't looking at that. People look at championships. What can you do in the champion? Like a guy like Kyrie. Like I say, Kyrie's good enough to have his own team, but he don't. But at the same time, like all these fancy move, fancy layup, it's nice and great. It's gravy on top of like get to the finals. If you do it in the finals, fine. You do it and then you win, it's fine. Kyrie doing all this dancing and all this oohs and ahs, they're losing every single night. So all that bag stuff don't mean anything. At the end of the day, it's all about winning, win or loss. That's all it's all about. Did you win the game or did you lose the game? Because like at the game against Bucks, Kyrie was doing some extremely difficult and finessing oohs and ahs shots, oohs and ahs to the line, or oohs and ahs to the layup line. But at the end of the day, was it the oohs and ahs he was doing? Was it more impactful than the 14 rebounds and 5 assists and 3 blocks that Giannis had? No, it wasn't to me. I look the impact. Your points got to match your impact of winning. If it doesn't, you can dancing until Jesus comes. That don't mean nothing to me.
When you have a Buku, but as far as just like handling the ball like a Steph or a Dame and some of these guys and pull up from 35, that's not there. So I just think he's frustrated because this season is not going the way he anticipated. Everybody's healthy. He said, okay, before we make a move with Russ, I mean, they've been talking about that. Russ wasn't, I wasn't healthy.
Hey, don't blame Russ. Don't blame Russ here, man. Don't blame Russ here. Russ ain't got nothing to do with that. This man talking about they take his They take him for granted. Meanwhile, he been granted everything he wanted. He wanted the Lakers to trade the young guys. The Lakers did it. He want the veterans. The Lakers give it to him. LeBron been in LA for like 4 years now, and each year he had a different roster. Each year, each 4 years, he had a different roster. The roster that he won the championship with in 2020, all gone already. All gone. The coach is gone because of this dude. So don't give me it's Russ' fault. No, it's not Russ' fault. He played a huge part. He won all the clutch client. They gave it to him. He wanted J.R. Smith to be on the team. Dion Waiters. All them niggas clutch client. All was granted. He wanted the Lakers to trade the picks and the young players to New Orleans. The Lakers done it. So don't give me that notion. Don't give me that cap.
He wasn't healthy. Let's see if it worked. Well, everybody's healthy and it's not working. So I just think that that's what it is, Skip. I think do sometimes.
Don't give me that cap about Russell Westbrook. Y'all trying to use Russell Westbrook so you can hide, so you can protect your man, Shannon. So you can protect your boyfriend. So stop it. Russell Westbrook ain't have nothing to do with this man commit 8 turnovers. Russell Westbrook don't have nothing to do with him blow his assignment on Jeremy Grant. Russell Westbrook doesn't have nothing to do with him airball 2 threes. Russell Westbrook don't have nothing to do with him commit 5 turnovers in the open night.
We do take it for granted, but I don't know what he meant by that. If that's what he meant by that post, he's elevating. He is up in the air. I mean, we don't normally see guys jumping that high at 20 years into the NBA career.
Okay. I hear everything you just said, and I appreciated the one point that you made. You deserve a large share of the blame for 0-4. So to me, when I saw this last night, it struck me as almost childlike pouting on social media because
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. He want the Lakers to bail him out again. He want the Lakers to trade those picks, to trade package Russell Westbrook with those picks, and people not doing it. People don't want it. People want more than that. If I'm any team right now, why would I help the Lakers out? I'm gonna have to need a 2027, a 2029, a 2030. I'm gonna have to need the whole roster, and you have to eat some of that Russell Westbrook $47 million. You don't have to chop that down. You don't have to eat 20 and give me the 2027. You eat 20 million of Russell Westbrook's salary, and you give me the 27, you give me the 2029, and you give me any future picks you're gonna have. All on deck for me to take Russell Westbrook. All on deck for me to help you. Because for what? And the reason why the Lakers can't trade Russell Westbrook, again, is because of these two dudes right here. Every single day, y'all talking about that man, y'all making highlight reel, and then y'all wonder why nobody want him. Y'all wonder why nobody want him. Y'all so buffoon, man. Every single day, it's Russ. But look at this. Having all type of reel with clown music. What franchise would be interested in that? Because of you guys. If Russell Westbrook's still on the roster, it's because of you guys.
for the first time in a long time, he got heavily criticized, even by LaShannon Sharp, who said yesterday, what was your line? It's one of the worst games, if not the worst regular season game you've ever seen him play.
That was on him. Yeah, that was on him, that game.
And so his response...
It was on him because Russ didn't play. I guarantee you, if Russ had played, You would have forget about the 8 turnovers. You would have forget about how he went 8 for 21. He scored 19. He take 21 shots to score that 19. You would have forget about all of that. You was going to put a whole meal on Russ. The whole meal.
He probably saw you say that. It's like, even Shannon?
Yeah.
And so he posts, how long, he goes third person to himself, to the world. How long will you be taken for granted? As in, boy, you people are going to miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be gone before you know it here, but when I'm gone, you're going to really miss me. Well, there's some truth to that.
Yeah, of course.
But it's wrong place, wrong time, because
You're 0-4.
your team just stunk it up twice.
I don't know what basketball you guys been watching. Once LeBron retired, Steph gonna still be in the league. Ja Morant is gonna be coming. Zion coming. Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis. So once LeBron retired, the league is in the good possession right now as we speak. As far as like talent, the Euros are taking over right now. You got Luka, one of the top 5. You got Giannis. You got Jokic. You got Embiid. The top 5 best player right now in the NBA, they're not even American. Let that sink in for a minute. And then you got Victor Wembanyama coming. So the league is in a good place right now. Once LeBron gone, the league gonna survive. The league gonna be survived. Because the league is in the good hands right now with young talent, and then those kids want it. It's not like they don't want it. They want it. They're going for the throat. They're going for the throat, man.
For sure, the last 2 games. And he says, keep going, kid, referring to himself as a kid, because I think he likes to still see himself as a kid. He likes to hang out with his sons because he feels like he's one of them still, right, where they can play against each other in the backyard, and he can put his cap on backward and play kid-like basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. But it's childlike to pout about it at a time nobody wants to hear that right now.
Right.
It's classic blame deflection. I would say that Aaron Rodgers is the LeBron James of the NFL. So this is the LeBron James, who in many ways, to me, is the most overprotected superstar I've ever closely observed. And now he's begging for some sympathy here at a time. It's hard to dredge up much sympathy for him or for them.
Yeah, I mean, Skip, he's averaging 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists in year 20. But what does he got to show for it?
All that is empty calorie. You right, Shannon. He ain't got shit to prove for it. Empty calorie. Or you just said that all empty calorie. If they don't equate to winning, it's all empty calorie.
You got to offer.
Okay.
And he hadn't played. Skip, he hadn't played well. It's as simple as that. LeBron, you're 0-4. Get him out this hole.
Okay.
And then I think everybody will say, man, did you see what they started 0-4? They turned it around thanks to him.
Okay. So here are the facts. Through 4 games, early sample size, he's off to the races again from 3, where he's not very good. He is, to be nice about it, below average from 3.
Yeah.
So now he's made 9 of his first 35 three-point shots this year. That's 25.7%. That ranks 155th in the NBA out of 164 qualified. 155. Yet his attempts are a career high already, 8.8 per game. He was 8.0 last year, which was a career high. So it's going up, 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 and the 8.8 are now tied with Trae Young, who jacks them up like crazy.
Right.
Well, it's too many without cashing enough of them. The math doesn't work for me, and we saw it all last year when he had the 15th most attempts and wound up in free throw make percentage 93rd in the league. The math doesn't work for me. Okay, so he deserves some blame for that.
Yeah, of course he does.
Okay, so now let's go back to Sunday afternoon out here in LA. They have an 8-point lead over Portland with 4:42 left. And they give up a 16-6 run down the stretch and lose by 2. It's unacceptable. It's what kept happening again and again last year.
And on top of that, LeBron blew his assignment. And on top of that game, LeBron had 4 turnovers. And on top of that, he airballed 2 long threes. You know what I'm saying? So not only he was not productive on the offense, he was not productive from the defense. But yet, y'all blame Russ for that loss. Y'all didn't blame him. Y'all blame Russ. It's always Russ. Now y'all seen LeBron need the scapegoat because he know if Russ don't play, they're gonna blame me now. So you can't say it's AD because AD is injury prone. You knew that.
To my distraction, because I kept watching these games and I'd say, LeBron, because I still have the highest regard for him, especially in year 19 or year 20, he's still playing at a high level. Well, I'm giving him enough respect.
Skip, how is he playing at a high level when they are losing? Like I just said, it's easy to score in the NBA, people. It's easy. Once you pass your man, once you pump fake or you dribble past your man, you stepping to the basket. It's not hard, people. It's not hard. It's not hard. The early 2000s, put the old Mike in this era right now. I promise you, Mike can drop 30 right now. I promise you. Early 2000, the Wizard Mike. You put him in this era right now, I promise you he'll drop 30 every night. You don't have no double team. There's no double team. There's nobody waiting for you inside the paint. You don't have to pass your 4-man and your 5 because your 4-man and the 5 is on the perimeter waiting to shoot a 3. Come on, man. Once you pass your man, you in the cup. It's easy to drop 30 or 25 plus points. And on top of the, LeBron is attempting more shots than the AD. And Russ. Keep that in mind.
The fact that I say, if you're up 8 with 4:42 left and you're quarterbacking, you get it home. You just figure out how to get the game home. So what does he do right away? He takes a 3 at 3:55. That was to go up 9 and he missed it. And then there's the layup that he made, but then he comes right back and misses another 3 to put them back up 6. And then he gets the wide open dunk at the end. And then if we could see what happens, he's got a chance. He could go to the free throw line and maybe make the 2 to force overtime, but he opts for a high degree of difficulty with Dame on him. He shoots a fall away, as he is wont to do, and it doesn't even come close. And that's to tie the game. Okay, well, you deserve some blame for that because you
He deserves a lot of blame in the late possession of this game. For starting, the 2 threes that he the 2 threes he elbow, he deserves blame for that. That's number 1. He deserves blame for blowing his own assignment on Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant blow by him and go to the cup and lay that ball up. I thought it was a foul. I thought Anthony Davis fouled. But of course they didn't call it because they knew if they had called it, he was going to go, Jeremy Grant was going to go to the free throw line and switch that. So he blew by him. Number 1, he missed the free. Number one. He missed a 2 elbow 3 from 35 feet from the logo line, from the logo. Number 2, Jeremy Grant blow by him and go to the cup and lay that ball up. Number 3, he missed the shot to tie. And number 4, he had 4 turnovers.
You're driving at will. I've said this his whole career. He's still, he just might still be the greatest driver of the basketball in the game today. I think he's all time for sure. But
Stop your cap. Stop your cap. LeBron don't even drive to the basket like he used to. Stop it. The greatest driver right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Straight up. The greatest driver as we speak right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Point blank, period. Talking about LeBron still the greatest driver. How? He don't even drive no more. He stay on the logo and shooting threes. Because you want to know why? Your body cannot take all this pound and grind.
I'd watch him bully the Trailblazers. They couldn't keep him from the rim. And I'm like, well, just drive it in there and get fouled and go make the free throws. But he doesn't want to do that.
No, you can't do that for the entire game.
Because he a terrible free throw shooters. That's the number 1 thing. And he old. He can keep do that. He can keep doing it through the entire ball game. Skip Bayless, I understand you don't know any shit about basketball. You were scoring 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist. You were so bad playing ball in high school, they bench your ass. You are not even coming from the bench. They bench you, they ban you from playing. They stop you from playing. You wanna know why? That coach knew that you were trash. So that's why. You trash. Talking about all you gotta do, keep driving to the basket.
Okay, but I'm just saying, he didn't want any part of that because we're going to talk about Ben Simmons. He's not Ben Simmons, but he doesn't trust himself at the late game free throw line, while Ben didn't trust himself at the early game free throw line. But the point is,
they both suffer from the same disease, him and Ben. At least LeBron will shoot it. Ben is not shooting it at all. And then if you're looking at Ben and LeBron, they play the same style. Same style of basketball. Give me the ball, I'm dominant the ball, and then I'll pass it to you, and I'm just going to keep driving to the basket. Except for Ben don't really do that no more. Ben is trash right now. Ben is, I don't ever think I will say this. Draymond Green is having a better year than Ben, as we speak right now. That's crazy.
then we get to Denver, and I'm thinking there's no rust. And it was the supreme silver platter opportunity for LeBron and AD and everybody else on the floor to say, hey, we're going to show you.
Right.
The cloud is sitting over on the bench right now. Right. So the cloud has been lifted off up.
No, that's what you wanted. You wanted to see the Lakers to win this ball game so you can come back and say, see, I told you, Russ is the problem. No. The Nuggets ether your ass. You got ether. Because this is what happened. What had happened was the Nuggets, Jokic cooked AD. AD got cooked. AD got so cooked to the point that every time he do something, he grabbing his back, he grabbing his neck, he grabbing his ankle. He was getting cooked. And if LeBron is such a basketball savant or basketball historian, basketball connoisseur, why he didn't go back there and help AD out while AD was getting stir fry, barbecuing, you name it, he was getting it.
It is our opportunity, albeit at Denver against a very good team, to make a statement.
Right.
And the statement was, like LeBron.
He made a statement. The statement was 8 turnovers, 19 points, 8 for 21. That was the statement. He made his statement. Because all you do is blame Russ. Blame Russ. You yourself didn't even play good basketball, Skip. Like, you talking basketball like you were a good player. Like, you were a good player in high school or some shit like that. Skip. Then Jalen Rose ether your ass. I believe Jalen Rose did ether. Bro, Jalen Rose ether this man so bad to the point that we didn't see Jalen Rose on first take for a long time. Because he killed your ass. Because he was telling the truth. You trash. You had 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist. That's why they didn't play you. Oh, I went through this basketball camp and the coach hated me, yada, yada. No, the coach didn't hate you. The coach knew talent. You wasn't it. What the hell am I going to do with 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist? What the hell am I going to do with that? Oh, in middle school, I used to do this. Man, in middle school, what did you do in high school? You were so trash. Now you hate on Russ. You hate on Russ, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm not a big fan of Russ. Am I a big fan of him? No. But to say the Lakers' problem is Russ, when it's right there in front of you, number 6, is one of the reasons. It's 60% of the reason why they keep losing. Number 6, shot jacking, turnovers, not playing D, blowing his own assignment.
weirdly seemed disengaged. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's feeling ill or something.
Skip, he said he wasn't aggressive.
Yeah.
Skip, if you're 3-0 at that point in time, you say, you know what, we're on the road, let me get the other guy. But in a situation like you're over, you take the bull by the horns.
Okay. And let's just remind those who didn't see the game. If we could see his 8 turnovers, this shocked me because this is so uncharacteristic of him.
How the hell that shit shock you? LeBron is number 3, top 3 of the turnovers of all time. I think he's number 2. Thus far, in 4 games, he already got 17 already. This man already have 17 turnovers. You telling me, oh, this is uncorrect, whatever the fuck word you just said. It's cap. LeBron averaged 4 turnovers a season. Sometime more. He averaged 4 point some turnovers. We're talking about that's not him. That's all these turnovers. That was way before West got there too. This man was turning over the ball. He always been turning over the ball in a high rate. 4 turnovers. That's all him. He double-digit the turnovers to 8. But you acting like he already got 17 already, Skip. You're not doing your job because all you're doing is blaming Russ. Blame Russ every single day. Blooper reel, blame Russ. The truth is right here. We're looking at it. We saw it.
That hit AD in the knee.
Stop your bitch ass cap, bro.
This is LeBron freaking James. And I don't see this from him. This is where you're not focused. You know, you didn't come ready to play this basketball game. For whatever reason, I don't know. There's something going on off the floor I don't know about. It could be. He just wasn't there mentally in this game. So, I don't know. 8 turnovers? LeBron.
Y'all seen that? He turned over the ball. He didn't even run back on D. He's not running back on D, y'all.
That's just complete careless turnover. LeBron, come on.
Players going blow by him and go to the cup. Blow by him.
You're better. You're better than that. You know it. Not. Come on. I mean, I still think he's the best passer in basketball. So for me, I think we're almost to the end.
He's not the best passer of the basketball. When Magic Johnson was passing the ball, he was not average 4 turnovers. Magic Johnson didn't average 4 turnovers a season. So stop the cap. He's the best turnover of basketball. That's what he is.
And here, I feel like we're piling on at this point. That's bad. That looked like vintage Westbrook.
Yeah, you got up in there.
Yeah, with nowhere to go. Yeah. Okay. So the point is, it was almost like he turned into Westbrook on the floor.
Yeah. Maybe he had a more compelling argument. If another game he goes for 45, 50, and they don't win the ball game.
Yeah.
But that was the wrong time. You had 8 turnovers. In that ball game, you were 8 of 21. And you can't say people taking you for granted when you have a game like that.
No, I don't even get it. But it's pouty. It's like the message is, hey, at some point, fairly soon, I won't be here anymore, and you people are going to miss me. Well, we will. But that doesn't have anything to do with just happen.
Exactly.
Transpire.
Only people who are going to miss you is them. There you go with these dudes right here. You got Shannon, and Skip Bayless himself. But the league is not going to miss LeBron when LeBron retired, y'all. The league is in good hands. Once Victor get drafted, the league is definitely going to be on secure points because that kid, Victor, man, I don't give a damn if LeBron was on this draft, if Giannis was on this draft, if Luka was on this draft, if Zion was on this draft. All of these, you can name all the drafts that it passed to the past 22, from 2000 to 2022. Victor still would be number 1 overall. Still will be number 1 overall. Over all of them.
In back-to-back games.
Yeah, the Lakers are the only team that's averaging under 100 points per 100 possessions. They're 97. By contrast, the Mavericks are averaging 123. Let that sink in for a second. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
97 in today's NBA, where it's up and down, and you'd like 97?
Okay. So I think it's a Darvin Ham factor that they are still 4th overall in defensive.
Darvin Ham getting those guys ready to play. It's not Darvin Ham's fault, but the Lakers need offense. The Lakers need shooting, and until they get that, all the guys that LeBron co-signing to, they were not shooters. LeBron should have known better, because the team don't make no. The team, everybody keeps saying fire Rob. Rob don't make no. Rob don't bring anybody on the team without LeBron consent, without AD consent. So if it's anybody who deserves to have blame for all these players on this team who cannot shoot, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, them two fools right there need all the blame. They should eat that alive.
Efficiency. I mean, that's shockingly good to me. I didn't see that coming.
You're not with it, Skip.
Okay.
You can't be, I don't care how great defensively you are in any sport. If you're historically bad on offense, you're not going anywhere.
And they're dead last.
I'm talking about historically.
Yes. Yes.
Because you go back and look at statistically, the 86 Bears was the greatest defense ever assembled. 72 sacks, had over 30 picks.
All right, man, this is where the video stopped. Peace.